Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is Sunday. Hope you all are having a good weekend. So today we're going to go over the top pulled books for this upcoming Wednesday, according to the Comic Geeks app. Then afterwards, I'm going to talk about the horror convention and show you what comics I picked up there. So stick around for that, please. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. I'm trying to build a little fun community. I love talking comics. I will always talk to you in the comments section. Having a fun time talking to a lot of you already in the comments section. So please do. All right, so let's get into it. The number one most pulled book this week. Obviously, everyone has been hyped about this for a while. So coming in at number one, Absolute Batman, the annual number one. This is like 3 different stories, I believe. Pretty excited for it. The team of writers is really good. Yeah, super excited. The cover of it's going to sell this book a shit ton already. Then number 2, Batman and Robin, Year 1, Issue 12. This has been an amazing run. I've really been liking this. It's Batman when he first got Dick Grayson as his little ward, Robin. Very fun book, though. Really loving that. I'm excited to see that has climbed the charts, because for a while there, it was a little underrated. Then the third book is Imperial, Issue 4. The last 2 issues have got great ratings. I really enjoyed the first issue. I will end up picking this up as a trade or an Omni when it comes out. I think it looks like a pretty cool story. So I don't know, if you're reading this, let me know how it's going in the comments section. 5th most pulled book this week, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the annual number 1. This has been one of the top 5 ongoing series for me. Just been incredible, so I'm excited for that one. And then coming in at 6 is Batman, The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, issue 10. This is the last one. So I'm going to have to sit down and read them all when they all come out, because I don't really remember what's going on. Coming in at the 6th most pulled book this week is The Death of Silver Surfer, issue 5. I read issue 1. Didn't do anything for me. I know there's a lot of massive Silver Surfer fans out there. So again, if you're reading this, let me know how it's going. Do I need to check this out later when it comes out on a trade? And number 7 this week is The Mortal Thor, issue 3. I know nothing about this comic. I'm not really a big reader of Thor. His comics have just never done much for me. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you're reading this one. And number 8 is Black Cat, issue 3. Again, not reading this. I know nothing about it, so if you could fill me in the comments, that would be great. And coming in at number 9 is Radiant Black, issue 38. So I am behind on Radiant Black, but I only started reading it a while ago. I read the first 2 collections and thought this book was insanely good. I will be continuing to read and buy the collected works or an omnibus when it comes out. I really love Radiant Black. And the 10th most pulled book this week is Emma Frost, The White Queen, issue 5. I read issue 1. I thought it was good, but again, that's I had to make cuts because I'm reading way too many books, and so I just chose to cut that. But yeah, I know she has a lot of fans, especially after coming out on Rivals. All right, now let's just get into some other comics that are coming out this week that I think you should know about, that I am looking forward to. So this is a huge week for Marvel. I feel bad for you Marvel fans, especially the X-Men fans. It's going to be expensive. There is a whole ton of that X-Men event going on right now. There's a ton of those books coming out, but I'm just going to go over kind of the top one I think everyone's probably going to be excited for, which is Undeadpool, issue 1. Deadpool has a ton of series out right now. Sort of wish Marvel would kind of give some other characters a chance, like Slapstick. Can we please get a Slapstick story going? That is my favorite comic character. But if you're reading this X-Men event, let me know how it's going. I'll definitely go back and probably check out a trade or an Omni of this. It looks really cool. I'm interested in it. But there is so many issues in this that it's going to cost an insane amount if you want to follow everything. And with the way my collector brain works, I will have to get everything. But yeah, let me know how it's going if you are reading any of that. And then we have Superman Red and Blue 2025 Special Issue 1. This is just a one-off. There's like 3 stories in this, I think. I saw a little preview for it. The art looks really cool and the story looks really cool. There's some good writers involved in this, so I'll be picking that up. Then you have Supernatural, Issue 1. Supernatural has a massive fan base. I really like the show. I'm still working my way through the seasons because I got onto that late. But yeah, the show's really cool, so I'm excited to check out Supernatural Issue 1. Then we got the Universal Monsters Dracula Black and White Special Issue 1. This is a reprinting of the Dracula comic that came out a couple years ago. I missed out on that and didn't buy them. I have been thinking about buying it online. This is $6.99 and it's just in black and white. I'll probably pass on this, but I don't know. That'll be a game time decision. I can see me picking this up as an impulse buy at the comic shop, but $6.99, I don't know. I don't like to spend that on comics because I feel like the comic book companies are just trying to push it to the limits and see what they can get away with and how much we'll actually spend. Then you got Sleep, Issue 6. There is one more issue in this run. I'm really excited for it. This has been a really cool mystery, kind of you don't know if this main character's possessed or if a demon's doing stuff or if he even is the killer. Really cool art style to this. Everything's in black and red. The writing's really good. So, I don't know if any of you are reading this. Do you agree with me? Are you liking this comic right now? And then one that probably no one knows about, Robo-Wolf Issue 2. The first issue of this came out in February. I don't know why it took so long for Issue 2 to come out. So I'm guessing we'll see Issue 3 sometime next year. But this is a really cool art. It's done by a British group of creators, I believe, just by the way they talk. But yeah, Robo-Wolf, it's got a totally over-the-top 90s vibe to it. The art is really cool. The writing's really good. It's a very funny book. It's a very dark and mature book, though, so if you're not into that, maybe don't get it. It's also very violent. I'm going to have to reread Issue 1, though, before I read Issue 2, just to kind of familiarize myself with it. But I believe they were robbing banks. It's a world where everyone's like animals. I can't really recall why. I think something had happened to Robo-Wolf's daughter, and he had to come up with a bunch of money. But this is a over-the-top, kind of dark, funny book. I mean, you will see people doing cocaine in this. And then, lastly, is Voyeur 2. Voyeur was really, really good. Very good art. Very good writing. It's a little mystery. The first issue was kind of just all about this guy who was spying on a lady who was staying in a resort. There is some nudity in this. It's, yeah, pretty graphic comic. And they are about to pull off some kind of robbery. Kind of a Ocean's 11 type of thing, but with 2. So I'm excited for those. Anything get left off the list? What are you looking forward to? Let me know in the comments. And remember to like and subscribe. Now let's get into the horror convention I just went to yesterday. This was in Washington State in a little place called Puyallup, which is one of the prettiest areas in America. If you have never been to the west side of Washington State, it is beautiful there, especially in the fall. But bring your rain jacket. Because, yeah, I mean, it took us, I live in the east side of the state, and it took us about 3.5 hours to get there, and it was raining so bad at certain points that we could not see the road. So a little scary. But, yeah, I saw some cool celebrities. I took some pictures of them. I was super stoked to see Mark Duplass, who is the creator and main actor in the movie Creep and Creep 2 and the Creep tapes. He's also the main guy from The League, which is one of my kind of TV shows I'll just throw on if I'm not feeling great and want to watch something. But yeah, I was super excited to see him. I snagged a couple pictures of him. I wasn't going to be paying $80 to take a picture with him. Elvira was there. Again, she was like $100 if you wanted to get a picture with her. Kane Hodder was like around $70. So yeah, it was ridiculous. I went to a panel for the movie Scream, which had Jamie Kennedy and the stuntman that was Ghostface in those movies. So that was super fun. Jamie Kennedy is hilarious. If you ever get a chance to go watch him do stand-up or watch him in a panel, I highly recommend that. He is really, really cool, real friendly, awesome guy. That was probably the highlight, seeing that panel. The panel was free. Then let's see, who else? The main actress from Drag Me to Hell, which is one of my favorite movies. We got to see all the kids from the Stranger Things movies, except for Wolf and the redhead girl. There was a couple wrestlers there. Gold Dust, I was excited to see him. The Boogeyman, if any of you older wrestling fans remember him. And then Darby Allin was there. He had a massive line going. I'm not an AEW fan, so I didn't really care. But he does some cool shit, though. I'll give him that. Let's see. There was a ton of really cool booths. A lot of cool horror figures and collectibles. There was only 3 comic book booths. And it looked like a lot of the cool stuff had already been picked over on Friday before we got there. But let's go over what I got. We got Boris Karloff, who's a old school horror icon. Got 2 of his comics. I did not even know these were a thing. I thought they were really cool covers. And then I just picked out of the last guy I went to, I bought a kind of a pretty good bundle of comics, and he gave me a really crazy deal. So don't pay any attention to the sticker price. Don't pay sticker price. You can always negotiate at these conventions. So we got an old EC book. Excited to read that. I'm a big EC fan, so I was really looking for a lot of EC books. Then we got a old Ghostly Haunts book. Just kind of thought that was a cool cover. This is not that old, but I really like that cover. It's kind of a remake of a classic Suicide Squad cover from back in the day. And then we got this Green Lantern cover that I thought was really cool with all 3 of the lanterns on it. An older Blue Beetle comic. These were all in pretty good shape, so I was excited to see that too. And then this one is just because the cover is so wild. You would never see a cover like this today. Want to know why? But yeah, the Demon. I'm also a fan of the Demon. I got a lot of DC stuff. And this might be one of my favorite covers right now ever. The Shadow of the Bat with the gun to Batman's head. I'm actually in the middle of trying to collect all these books. I don't have many right now, but it is a really cool story. And yeah, all the covers are really cool. And then we got an old Man Bat. And then a very old Hawk and Dove. I think this is from like 1969 or 1970. And in pretty good shape. I think for all those comics, all of them together, I paid about around like $60, so that's not too bad. Little advice: if you're going to go to a convention, bring a backpack, bring some comfortable shoes. We probably walked a few miles that day, and also you might want to pack yourself some snacks because the food is very expensive there. It smelled so awesome though because it was at a fairgrounds and they had all these fair foods, and I don't know about you, but fair food is like the best stuff ever. They had the funnel cakes, corn dogs. But yeah, like the cheapest food there was you could get a slice of pizza for a little over $9. So I am glad I packed my backpack with water and some snacks because I did not want to pay that when I could buy more comics books for the price of food. But yeah, so I will start editing this. Again, if you haven't liked and subscribed, do that. Let's talk in the comments. Have you ever been to a convention? I don't know. Have you? That's why I'm asking. But yeah, I'll start working on editing this, which, if you've seen any of my videos in the past, that'll take me about 3 minutes. But yeah, going to watch some football, relax, and it's back to work tomorrow. My vacation is over. But yeah, y'all have a good day. We'll talk later.